Welcome back to First Impressions. This is the Arrow Season 2, Episode 23, season finale called Unthinkable,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just watched it. It just finished.
Yeah, it's like 9:01, just ended.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I really, really liked it. Gosh, I don't even know where to begin because I liked everything about it quite a bit.
I didn't love it.
You didn't love it?
No.
Tell me what you thought.
Well, I was a little underwhelmed, to be honest. There weren't enough moments for me to really, I don't know. I was a little underwhelmed. I wasn't blown away by it. Again, I still don't believe Argus. I think anything to do with Argus, I'm kind of have to have a suspense of disbelief with. I don't believe that they broke in that easily, even though they had Lila, and they got all those Suicide Squad people out.
Yeah.
In fact, now that they revealed whatever happened at the end, spoilers, maybe Amanda Waller was in on it all along somehow.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? He was secretly working for her all along. Now, if that were the case, I like that a little bit better because, you
Right.
just can't trust her, and she seemed like she should be a character whose feathers will never be ruffled. You can never surprise her because you think you got her, but she's one up on you all the time. That's the character she should be. And it's interesting because now it seems like, there's even more flashbacks coming for season 3 in Hong Kong, which I'm a little excited about.
Yeah. I mean, I really liked that every aspect of season 2 came together in this finale. We got a lot of the mercenaries. We got what's that girl's name? That is
Nissa?
Yeah. She came back. We had this. We had.
I love that moment where she introduces herself and Felicity's like, "I'm Felicity Smoke, a graduate,
MIT graduate." Yeah, I like that a lot.
2009 or whatever.
I liked that everything came back together. We had Suicide Squad was there. Every piece of this season came together in this season finale, and I especially like that. Even though there were cliffhangers for next season, something that I liked about last season of Arrow as well is I did really like that we got closure on this season. So next season can be something completely different and new. What else did I like? I loved the fight scene between Slade and and Oliver. I especially liked that flashed back and forth between the flashback and then in the two scenarios he made two different choices, which I think really goes to show how much his character has grown. I don't know. There was so much I liked. I thought the cliffhanger with Laurel and her dad, it might be a little weak. Okay. In the grand scheme of things, it was. The question left for me afterwards was not whether or not he would live or die.
Yeah.
So.
The question is whether or not she's gonna be Black Canary.
Right. Exactly.
Somehow.
Exactly.
Okay. I liked that. Passing on with the jacket.
I love Tia. I don't know. I like her. Going off with Malcolm Merlyn because, and the reason I like that is because that is also where Sarah. I like that's where Sarah's going too.
She is.
Yeah, that's where. So all three of those characters are going to be there, which is really exciting.
Merlyn is no longer affiliated. He was kicked out.
No, that's true.
Assassins.
I don't know. I really feel like they would all go to the same place.
Maybe he got back in somehow by saying, "I will bring my daughter."
Yeah, maybe
take her.
And Roy putting on the mask for the first time, I found that to be pretty rewarding after this whole season of him going through so much crap. I liked it a lot. What were your thoughts?
I think overall the whole season, I like how consistent they've been with flashbacks. It wasn't like, we'll put a flashback here, as convenient story type of thing. But it was consistent. Every episode had flashbacks. So I like that they were consistent with it, so they're actually using it versus, I don't know, it could be, sometimes flashbacks can be dumb,
Yeah, and they delivered on all their promises of the flashbacks, which was really nice.
I felt it was a little drawn out a little bit, though.
Well, as a whole, I think the flashbacks in this episode went pretty quickly, but I think the flashbacks as a whole this season, there was a lot less story to tell in the flashbacks than they had episodes.
Yeah.
So there were episodes where the flashbacks were...
I just find that the previous episodes I've been more, surprised in. There were, a few surprises in this one, but there were more surprises in previous episodes that delivered. In this one, not as much. Yes, we were waiting for the moment of how Slade loses his eye or whatever. And I don't know.
Oh, see,
it
I
was
liked
okay, I guess. So he chose this.
Yeah.
That's what it was kind of like, wasn't it? It was kind of like.
Yeah. If you had to rate it, what would you give this episode?
I don't know. It's rough. I almost want to give it 7.5, but I'll give it an 8.
Wow.
It's the season finale.
Hello. See, I would give it a 9.5.
Dang.
I really liked it.
What?
I loved it. I really liked it.
That's good.
I
wish I could say that. For me to say that, I don't know. It would have had to blow my mind.
Okay. All right.
And it didn't.
All right. Well, predictions for next season.
Richard Dragon will be introduced.
Okay.
I don't know why I just thought that because now he's in Hong Kong and Richard Dragon was a great martial artist who I think he helped train Bruce Wayne at one point, and even Black Canary.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. I don't know how that just popped in my head, but that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Maybe he got some additional training from Richard Dragon.
Yeah. I feel like Ra's al Ghul has to show up next season.
Maybe.
In fact, I even said earlier in the night that I thought he could very well be the main villain for next year.
Or maybe it'll be Merlin again with Tia. You know, comes back.
I don't know.
I mean, the thing is, apparently he has to get his company back, and you know, Felicity kind of joked that maybe he needs a job, and do you know anyone who's hiring? And
no.
I thought there was going to be a follow up to that. There wasn't. I kind of wish there was a little teaser for that.
Yeah.
Diggle is going to have a baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just don't know how that's going to play out. Diggle having a baby. That's going to be.
I just know that the show is going to have to evolve. From everything that they did this season, they cannot do anything close to it. They have to move on to new territory, so that's new and fresh.
Well, when we were talking earlier, something I said, and I still really feel this way, is I feel like because this season's villain was very brute strength, his power was that he was just really strong. I think next season we need more of like a Riddler, you know, like a character who's more intellectual, and that's how they're attacking him, is through intellect rather than brute strength. I mean, not to say that Slade wasn't intelligent, because clearly he was, but I think next season we're going to see a villain who is much more on the intellectual side and less on the brute strength side. You know? And
who knows, you know, next season I have a feeling Amanda Waller is going to play a big part with Argus. I have a feeling he's like, do you know anyone who's hiring? Maybe Argus is hiring and he's going to be part of Suicide Squad. Or remember earlier I was talking like, oh, maybe they could be Justice League of America. They could introduce Martian Manhunter, Stargirl, and you know, whatever. Yeah. And because Green Arrow is in JLA in the New 52, or he was, I can kind of see that happening. Maybe them forming a team. Yeah. To fight a bigger battle, I guess, outside of the city. Like, I feel like it's going to go a little bigger because Amanda Waller and Argus is kind of more like international, right? Yeah. So definitely. It's not all about just Starling City. I don't know. I'm not sure what else I have to say about it. I mean, yeah, I liked it. But I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't blown away. And also, I was anticipating that I'd be going like, oh my god, season 3, where are you? And like even that ending with him being in Hong Kong, that was supposed to be like this big reveal. Oh my god, I couldn't say reveal for season 3, and I wasn't really excited about it. I almost wanted to wait, like, is there gonna be more? You know? Well, I would love to talk about the Flash trailer, but I think we're going to do a separate video where we talk about trailers, so we'll come back to that. Let us know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you get what you wanted out of it? Yeah. Were you left emotionally distressed? Is Laurel your least favorite character? Tell us everything. Now. I don't know. I'm still over her. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. Okay. I was hoping she'd die, but, you know, she didn't. That's fine. Cool. Boom. Oh, that was kind of cool. Except it didn't knock the phone over. Oh, well. Wow. I'm in training. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Welcome back! Yay! Oh. No, I'm not less excited. That's not going to be it. It's kind of like... Burp. Yeah. Why did they have that sound effects? Boop. I was really hoping you'd hit the phone. That would be really cool.